Welcome back. This week, we're shifting from body to mind. We are learning how to rewire your thinking so your thoughts start working for your alignment, not against it. And today we begin with awareness. That is the moment you start catching the old mental programs that have been quietly running your life. Because here's the truth. Most people live on mental autopilot. They think the same thoughts every day, 90 to 95% of them subconscious, and those thoughts shape their emotions, choices, and outcomes. If your outer world hasn't changed, it's often because your inner programming hasn't either. But awareness changes everything. You can't rewire what you don't recognize. And the moment you notice an old story playing out, you take back control of the system. Let's start by bringing your awareness to this very moment. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Now imagine that every breath creates just a little more space between you and your thoughts, space to see them clearly without getting pulled in. You are not your thoughts, you're the observer behind them. Let's talk about those old programs. They're not mistakes. They're just patterns your brain created through repetition and experience. Maybe you learned them from parents, teachers, past relationships, or old fears. Your brain took those repeated messages and stored them as truth. But here's the good news. The same way those patterns were built, through repetition, they can be rewired. Neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections and dissolve old ones. And it all starts with one powerful practice I call the thought catcher. Here's how it works. When you notice yourself slipping into an old thought, maybe self-doubt, comparison, or scarcity, pause. Step 1, pause. Just notice what's happening without judgment. Step 2, name it. Say to yourself, this is my old fear of not being enough, or this is my brain replaying the scarcity loop. Naming it engages your prefrontal cortex, the rational, observing part of your brain, and that instantly weakens the emotional charge of the thought. Step 3, neutralize it. Take a breath, feel your body, and remind yourself, this is just a thought, not truth. Step 4, redirect. Replace it with a more aligned idea. Something like, I'm learning to trust myself, or there's room for me here. That's the thought catcher in action. Pause, name, neutralize, redirect. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine your thoughts as clouds in the sky. Some are light and gentle, others dark and stormy. Instead of chasing them or running from them, you simply watch. Every time you notice a familiar cloud, an old program drifting by, you smile at it. You name it, and then you let it pass. Your awareness becomes the sunlight that dissolves the clouds. The more often you practice this, the clearer your mental sky becomes and the more space you create for new, empowering thoughts to form. So today your challenge is simple. Notice one recurring thought, just one. Don't fight it, don't judge it. Simply catch it, name it, and breathe. That single moment of awareness weakens the old wiring and begins forming a new one. Because every time you observe a thought instead of believing it, you reclaim your power. And that's how mental rewiring begins, one thought at a time in real time.